All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today we're exploring an incredibly cinematic scenario drawn straight from our source material, what humanity's very first school on another planet will actually look like. Welcome to the classroom of 2055. And this isn't just science fiction. It's a meticulously grounded look at how survival, technology, and education are going to merge when we finally become a multi-planetary species. Just take a second and imagine waking up to this reality. You look out your bedroom window and the sky isn't blue, it's a hazy orange. You've got these massive dust storms rolling across the horizon. And when you look up, Earth is nothing more than a tiny, distant blue star in the night sky. Oh, and in exactly 30 minutes, you have to get ready for school. It's a normal morning routine, sure, but in a setting that's completely alien to everything we know. So, what does learning actually look like on Mars? If you're going to school millions of kilometers away from human history, is your homework harder? Is your recess way more fun? Are your teachers even human? Well, let's walk through a typical day for a Martian student and find out. Section 1. The Martian Morning Commute. Our day kicks off right here. Now, on Earth, you might walk down a neighborhood street or wait at a bus stop in the open air. On Mars, doing that would be instantly fatal. Right outside the glass, temperatures can plummet to a freezing minus 60 degrees Celsius. Literally, one broken window or cracked seal could be deadly. So the entire commute happens completely inside these massive pressurized glass tunnels connecting giant habitat domes. It's this wild contrast between the extreme deadly reality just outside and the warm, artificial tree-lined interiors where the kids actually travel. And the ride itself? It's like something out of a dream. You've got these small, silent, autonomous electric buses just gliding through the colony. Robotic assistants are hanging around to help guide the younger kids. And the views? Every single ride gives you these breathtaking IMAX-level shots of towering red mountains and giant ancient craters. Talk about an inspiring way to start your Tuesday, right? Section 2. Classrooms without limits. So stepping inside the actual learning space, you'll see the physical environment completely abandons the traditions we're used to. Down on Earth, we rely on paper textbooks, chalkboards, static desks. But on Mars, no chalkboards, no heavy textbooks. Instead, every single student wears lightweight augmented reality glasses, turning the room itself into a fully transformative holographic environment. Let me give you an example of a history lesson because it unfolds completely differently. At 9 a.m., sure, the students are sitting at physical desks, but 5 minutes later, the AR glasses activate and boom, they're suddenly standing right in the middle of ancient Egypt. By 9:15, the holograms shift and they're literally walking next to towering dinosaurs. At 9:30, they're virtually floating inside the International Space Station. History isn't just something they memorize from a page, it is an immersive world they directly experience and live through. Section 3. Your personal AI teacher. Now, to manage all this tech, education needs a different kind of guidance. Human teachers and guides are absolutely still around, but the heavy lifting of personalized education is anchored by something else. Every single classroom features a friendly AI assistant that instantly figures out how each individual child learns best, whether that's by watching, doing, or playing games. The lesson actually changes in real time to fit those exact needs. If a student struggles with math, the lesson seamlessly slows down. If a fast learner finishes early, boom, new challenges are instantly generated. It guarantees that absolutely no one gets left behind. Section 4. Surviving through science. Science on Mars isn't just a box to check. The stakes are unimaginably high because learning is directly tied to the colony's actual survival. These kids aren't doing mock volcano experiments. They're collecting real Martian soil. They're growing vital vegetables using hydroponics, cultivating plants in nutrient-rich water instead of soil. They study the colony's radiation shields, and they monitor oxygen production. Heck, they might even work alongside scientists to discover signs of ancient life. Every single piece of homework they complete actively helps humanity survive in this hostile place. Section 5. Low-gravity recess. All right, which brings us to what will absolutely be everyone's favorite part of the Martian school day. Mars has only 38% of Earth's gravity. Just let that sink in for a moment. That fundamental shift in physics changes the whole shebang when it comes to how children play and move. Comparing recess on Earth to Mars is honestly like comparing walking to flying. Because of that 38% gravity, kids can jump 3 times higher. Standard basketball? Almost impossible, but soccer turns into these giant, slow-motion, floating passes across huge glass dome playgrounds. Gymnastics looks like actual flying. Children will invent entirely new sports that Earth has never even seen, just laughing as they pull off impossible flips against the backdrop of a golden Martian sunset. Section 6. Friends across the solar system. Now, beyond the incredible tech and low-gravity games, there is a deep social element here. These students still have friends and family back on Earth, but there is a massive catch. It takes 5 to 20 minutes for a single message to travel between Earth and Mars, restricted by the speed of light. Because of this huge delay, live, real-time conversations are completely impossible. So how do you actually connect? Down here on Earth, we take instant messaging and live video calls totally for granted. On Mars, interplanetary friendship means exchanging deeply personal video journals. It's a delayed sharing of birthday wishes, showing off science projects, and talking about dreams. It takes a lot of patience, but it shows that even though they're millions of kilometers apart, human connection still beautifully survives. Section 7. The first Martian graduates. Fast forward through years of this wild curriculum, and we reach a monumental milestone in human history: the graduation of the very first generation born, raised, and entirely educated on Mars. Think about the profound reality of these graduates. This is a generation of firsts. They have never felt the heavy pull of Earth's gravity, never breathed Earth's natural air, never stood outside and felt a rainstorm on their skin. They have absolutely zero physical connection to our home planet, yet they are the brilliant doctors, engineers, and scientists who are gonna build humanity's future across the solar system. The source material captures the weight of this moment perfectly with this quote: "Their classroom wasn't simply a school, it was the beginning of a new civilization." This extraterrestrial education really is the ultimate foundation for our species' expansion into the stars. Looking at this incredible Martian vision, it kind of forces us to reevaluate our present, doesn't it? One day, children living in those futuristic augmented reality domes will look back at our current Earth schools with our paper books and static desks, the exact same way we look at primitive one-room schoolhouses from hundreds of years ago. Now, it's easy to view all of this as fantasy, but let's ground this explainer in reality with one final thought. The first school on Mars may seem impossible today, but so did walking on the moon. The future isn't just something sitting out there waiting for us. It is something we are actively building step by step right now. So I want to leave you with this. Knowing about the deadly commute, the holographic history lessons, those gravity-defying sports, and the intense survival-based science, would you want to attend school on Mars? It's a fascinating question to ponder as we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. Keep learning, keep wondering, and we'll see you in the next explainer.